All right, y'all, this is number 11 out of 2.4. And so one of our classmates asked if I could help go through the problem here. So let's see what we got here. It says a firm will break even, no profit or no loss, as long as the revenue is equal to the cost. The value of X, which is the number of items produced and sold, where C of X is equal to R of X, is called the break-even point. It says assume the below table can be expressed as a linear function. Find A, the cost function, B, the revenue function, and C, the profit function. And then find D, the break-even point, and decide whether the product should be produced, given the restrictions on sales. Okay, so look, y'all, we're making something and we're going to be selling it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out something called the cost function. So the cost function, y'all, is going to tell us how much it's going to cost us as manufacturers to produce whatever it is we're making, okay? So when I'm looking at this, what I'm looking at, y'all, are the portions here that have the cost. Okay, so for the variable cost, y'all, means for every item that we produce, it's going to cost us $10. So we're going to say 10x, okay? And then plus my fixed cost. So my fixed cost is going to be 300 regardless of how many items we make. So my cost function, guys, is C of X equals 10x plus 300. An easy way to think about this is, I don't know, suppose we're making like those stainless steel water bottles, okay? And what this is telling us is that it's going to cost us $10 to make each water bottle, and then we're going to have a $300 like setup fee. Okay, that's going to be like our light bill, our water bill, all that kind of stuff. It's going to add up to $300, regardless of how many of those stainless steel water bottles we make. And each water bottle is going to cost $10 for me to make. Okay. So now let me come back to my problem here, and let me go ahead and just enter that in. Okay. So let's do this. I'm going to enter in 10 with an X, and then we had plus. Let me see if I can find the plus. Let me see more. Is there a plus right here? Boom, plus. And then we had 300, right? Okay, let's check that, and we got it. Okay, so now let's see if we can find the revenue. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that one. Let's come back here, and let's bring this one in. And here we go. Okay, so the revenue, y'all, the revenue is the amount of money we're going to be bringing in. Okay, so my revenue function is going to say price of item. Okay, so that means that I'm going to sell each one of those water bottles, y'all, for $25. Okay, so the amount of money we're going to bring in is going to be 25 times X, times however many water bottles we sell. Okay, so let's come back here, and right here, y'all, let's just enter in a 25X. Let's check that. Okay, so we're good there. Now, let's do the profit function. Okay, so let's think about this for a minute, y'all. Let me grab this guy. Here we go. Okay, so my profit function. So remember, y'all, the way we're going to find the profit is the profit is going to be equal to the revenue, which is the amount of money that I'm bringing in, minus the cost, which is the amount of money that we're spending. So we already said that our revenue function was 25x minus our cost function is that whole expression there, y'all. So I'm going to write it as 10x plus 300. And then I'm going to go ahead and distribute my minus sign, changing both those signs to a negative 10x and a minus 300. And 25 minus 10, y'all, should be 15x minus 300. And this will be my profit function, okay? So 15x minus 300. So come back here. Let's enter in 15x minus 300. Let's check that. Okay, good. And then we got one last part, y'all. Let's do. And let's bring this picture in here. And there we go. Boom. Okay, so now it says, part D, find the break-even point and decide whether the product should be produced given the restrictions on sales. Okay, so The break-even point, y'all, refers to when my profit is zero. We didn't make any money and we didn't lose any money. So what we're going to do, y'all, is we're going to set our profit function equal to zero. And our profit function was 15x minus 300. We're going to set that equal to zero. I'm going to move that 300 over. So it's going to become positive. We'll divide everything by 15. And 300 divided by 15 should be, what, 20? Okay, so y'all, we're coming up with 20. That means that we need to make and sell 20 water bottles just to break even. When we would make a profit is when we would make and sell more than 20, okay? So now what we're gonna figure out is, should we make it or should we not make it? Y'all, right here, they told us there's some kind of a restriction for whatever reason, and we cannot sell more than 19. Okay, so the break-even point is 20. So y'all, I'm gonna look at the two choices that I have here. I have choice A and I have choice B. So I know that the break-even point is 20. So I would put 20 in either one of those two boxes, right? 20 would go there. But now I need to look at the rest of it. It says the product should not be produced given the restriction on sales, or the product should be produced given the restriction on sales. Well, according to my restriction, y'all, we cannot make or sell more than 19. So I'm gonna go with choice A because we should not make it because we have that restriction saying that we can only make and sell 19 and we need to make and sell 20 just to break even, okay? I hope that helps. If y'all got any questions, let me know.